So, dear friends, I want to tell you a story today that began with a nightmare, a quite literal nightmare, and a whole journey ahead that ends up with a mechanic being lost for his words. So, it started back in January when we were on the road in our caravan that's right behind us, and I woke up with this very vivid dream that 3 out of our 4 brake pads on the caravan had failed. And we needed to replace them. And I need to replace them. I didn't have the money, didn't have the mechanic. How are we going to do it? Now, my wife and I prayed, and do you remember what we felt at the time, Sarah?
No, I don't actually. What was it?
Basically, that it represented that we had been going very fast, and we needed to slow it down a bit.
Slow down. Yeah, okay, slow down. Yep, that's right.
Slow
Sorry.
it down personally, but at the same time, it was so specific. 3 out of 4 brake pads that
It
was
got us
hard,
searching.
hard to spiritualize.
Yeah, we were like, okay, well, should we call the mechanics? Which I did. I called the mechanics up at the dealership that the service had previously been down on the Gold Coast, and they said, no, we wouldn't have put you on the road without having checked it all, so it should be fine. So we're like, okay then.
So we had peace about keeping on going, but we kept this word in mind. Fast forward a couple of months, and we were in Melbourne in March, and we had a few short trips with the caravan with the handbrake on.
By accident, it wasn't intentional.
And now it was beginning to squeak.
Yeah.
It was squeaky noises. So, okay, keeping a dream in mind, let's get it checked out. So we took it to a mechanic, and they did a number of things. They took off the wheels completely, checked out everything. They were working on the drums, where there's a brake system in the drums there, and there were things that were slightly damaged. So they repaired, replaced, explained it all to us in great detail, put it all back together, and then the brakes completely failed.
Short fuse, I think was the word, didn't they say?
Yeah, so
Electronics had all gone.
as they investigated, they found that the electrical system was there was a fuse being blown each time you're trying to run the brakes. So what's going on? So they had to trail their way through the brake system and through the wiring involved until they came to a piece of wire, which is this one here. Now, normally the wire should be separate like this, but it had, down this end, completely melted together in the heat, which meant then that the brake system had no electric signal going through and the brakes are completely not working. And they said they wouldn't have known, wouldn't have come across it. It was very hard to spot. But praise God, that's exactly what they found. They found the brakes were failing, and I told them my dream, and they were lost for words. So we praise God for providing for us, for protecting us, because hey, we need a caravan that works. We need brakes that work. We've got a long trip ahead on the road here in Australia. How many months left, Sarah?
6 months, and we've only done 1/6 of Australia, so
Thousands of kilometres to go. God is protecting us. He's providing. Just want to encourage you that dreams are real. God can speak for dreams. Take them seriously, and perhaps take the dream to the mechanic if you need to. Blessings from us here in Ballarat. Enoch and Sarah on behalf of All the True Ministries. Bye for now.
Bye.